Hello traders, today is the 27th of July 2013 and the time in London is 31 minutes past 4 p.m. In New York 11:31 a.m. A happy Saturday to you all. And the title of this video is How Do the Pros Trade Indices? Alright, major indices or indices, alright. How do the pro trade indices? We are talking about major indices such as the FTSE 100, the DAX 30, okay, the Nasdaq 100, the Dow Jones Index, okay, and the S&P 500, all right, Nikkei 225. These are major indices. How do the pros trade indices? All right, let's get started. I would like to invite traders to pay attention carefully, especially if you are a new trader, even if you are more experienced traders. Ordinary traders will spend most of their time trying to read their technical indicators such as MACD, stochastic, RSI, CCI, but the professionals do not trade in that manner. They trade in a different way. Professionals will always make their decision around key levels. They do not only use key levels, they pay attention to the economy news, they check the fundamentals, but the key points that professionals are watching for value zone. Where is the value? When we are talking about value, the value will take place around key levels. The reason why the price changing direction here is because professional has noticed that there is a value here, so price was going down first. And then somebody thought that, all right, this is a value zone. And then people start buying, okay, the Nasdaq 100. And then from that point, from this point, I can highlight it for you now, okay. From this point here, okay, there is a value there. That's why the price changes direction and start going up, all right. If you go, for instance, I'll go quickly to the quarterly chart. We will see again some value zone. This is a value zone. The price was going up to this point. The price was considered as overbought. This is a key levels, and professionals sold it down. This is another key level here. Professional bought it from this point, and the price going up. This is how professionals are trading. They are looking for value when a financial instrument is a high quality or fundamentally viable instrument. Professional would like to buy it, but they would like to buy it at the lowest price where there is a value. That's why it's so important for traders to understand, okay, how to use the key levels to make excellent decisions like professional traders. Let's get started talking about how do the pros trade, okay, indices. We are looking at the Nasdaq 100. I'm going to go to the weekly charts because a new week will begin on Monday. So my focus is on the weekly chart right now. And I want to highlight some key levels for traders that are trading the Nasdaq 100. Trader must take pen and take note, very important key levels that trader must watch, okay, in July, August, and September. This quarter, very important, July, August, okay, and September. The first key level, which is a short-term key level, is right here. The pink line is in a zone of 2960, call it 2960. This is the first key levels that professionals are watching next week. If the price is above 2960, priority is given to bullish signal. If the price is below 2960, the priority is given to bearish signal. This is a short-term key levels that traders must watch. Now, the price above the pink line, priority given to bullish signal. Do we just buy anyhow? No. We will highlight the key level that are above, okay, the pink line. There are other key levels here, but we don't want to talk about it. So the first key level is 2960. So we want to highlight other key levels. There's one here, you see, 3050, call it 3050. So you want to be aware of that. But what I say to traders that are using the TSCW24 and the TSCW-S008 trading system, we do not want to take signal anyhow. You may see a valid signal, but if the signal is either at the wrong place, you want to disregard that signal. You want to take signal at a low risk point, making excellent decision using the trading triangle. All right. So the price above the peak line, we will highlight the high of the week that has closed here. You see this last candle here, the weekly candle here. We highlight the high, the low, and the median line of this last week candle here. Though the price above the pink line, which is a bullish zone, we will give priority to bullish signal only if the price finds support above the median line of last week. All right. This is about trading idea part 1. Another thing that I will mention to TSCW traders is that next week, the month of July will be closed. So the monthly candle, okay, next week will be closed. So I want traders to combine the trading idea part 1 and the trading idea part 2, especially for next week, because the monthly candle will be closed next week. Moving on very fast, I want to highlight another key level for traders, talking about Nasdaq 100, the projection into the future. If the bullish momentum continue, if the global economy is improving, if the Fed do not mess up the progression, if the market sentiment remain bullish, this is very important. The target zone, the greediest target zone into the future, maybe 1 year, 2 years for the Nasdaq 100. This is a long-term projection. Repeat, this is a long-term key level. It's at a 3260. 3260. All right? Very, very important. All right. So for next week, we are watching okay, this level here, the pink line here at 29 okay, C0. This is the short-term key level, but we will also use okay, the trading idea part 1. Very, very important. Moving on very fast, talking about how do the pros trade indices. I'm bringing on now another index, which is, okay, now we finish with the Nasdaq 100. I'm going to bring on now my favorite, okay, index or index, which is, okay, the Dow Jones index. For new traders, when I start trading first, I was trading the the Dow Jones index. It's my favorite index. Why am I saying this? Because sometimes traders are trading the wrong financial instrument. Some traders should not be trading forex. They should be trading stocks. That will suit more their trading style. Some traders are trading stock, but they should normally trade, okay, currencies, because that will suit them more, their trading style. Other traders are trading commodity. In fact, they should trade stock. So you want to test various financial instruments so you may know exactly what is more suitable to you. I know some traders that are only trading crude oil. They trade day in, day out crude oil. I have some traders that are trading only gold. The point of trading one financial instrument sometimes, the gorgeousness of trading one financial instrument sometimes, is that you want to become expert, you want to become specialist, you want to understand what moves that financial instrument so you may become expert or make better profitable decisions. All right? But there is another disadvantage of trading one financial instrument, which I highlight to some traders. For instance, if a trader is trading the E-mini, the E-mini does not move very, very fast, okay? So sometimes you may be, if you are a trader that is a momentum trader, trading a financial instrument that is not moving very fast, you will be disappointed. There is another thing that is also happening. Traders sometimes will purchase a trading system that is not suitable to the financial instrument that they are trading. My recommendation to traders is that it's better to trade at least 2 or 3 financial instruments, not to trade only one financial instrument. If you want to trade only one financial instrument, you want to make sure that that financial instrument is okay, moving constantly. Okay, it's a high liquidity financial instrument. You don't want to trade only one financial instrument that is very slow unless it suits your trading style. Some traders prefer a very slow, low volatility market. They are looking for 1 pip, 2 pip, 3 pip. Okay, if that is you, that's okay. All right, let's move on very fast, talking about how do the pro trade Okay, indices. So this was my favorite index when I was trading first. I trade Dow Jones all the time. This was when I started trading first. I love Dow Jones very much before I start trading currencies. All right, so this is just one quick story for traders. The key levels for the Dow Jones. The first one is the pink one here, which trader must pay attention to, which is the short-term key level for next week. The level we are watching is call it. I will round it. Okay, we just call it 15100. 15100. All right, let's call it 15100. That's the key level. You want to note it down. You want to watch that level the whole week next week. But if the price above the pink line, priority to bullish signal. If the price below the pink line next week, okay, priority to bearish signal. But the price now above the pink line, we will also acknowledge the key level that are above the pink line. There's one right here at 15547. 15547. So you want to watch that level. My recommendation to TST traders is to use the trading idea part 1, highlight the high, the low, and the median line of this weekly candle right here. Priority to bullish signal above the median line, okay, of last week that has closed. Drawing your channels and using the trading triangle, paying attention to Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, okay, and adopting the mindset of professional traders. So the first key levels, as I was telling you, is a 15100, okay, but we want to use the trading idea part 1, applying it to last week candle. For the projection into the future, this is a long-term projection, a greedy projection. I'll round it to 17000. In fact, it's a 16967, but I would prefer to round it to 17000. This is the greediest target into the future. But for next week, the key level trader must watch first is 15100 using the trading idea part 1. Also for TSC traders, because next week a weekly candle will be closed, traders must focus on the trading idea part 2. Okay, trading idea part 1 and trading idea part 2. Do not ignore these key levels. The mistake that traders are making is that traders are, for instance, the RSI is overbought, or the CCI is overbought, or the stochastic is overbought. But if it is overbought at the wrong place, professional will not sell that place. Ordinary traders will start selling while the professional are pushing the price up. So though ordinary traders are making the right decision, are right, but they are timing their entry wrong because they decide selling because an indicator is overbought. But if they are making their decision around key levels, they will achieve more success. All right. So you want to use MACD, you want to use stochastic, you want to use RSI. Know the key levels where professionals are making that decision. When a price reaches that level and you receive a clear-cut signal or a cycle has begun at that point in time, you are likely to make a better decision, a low-risk, trading decision. All right, this is about the Dow Jones Index. We are talking about how do the pro trade indices. All right, we want to compare how ordinary traders are trading. Professionals know how ordinary traders are trading. They know that they are trading most of the time the indicators. They don't pay attention to the clock, the time of the day. Whether a market is about to open, New York is about to open, professional will pause and wait for the market to open. 30 minutes before they enter the market, they respect the opening bell. They know the gap period. The professional know that ordinary traders do not pay attention to those things. They also understand that ordinary traders do not pay attention to the economy news. They don't know when the non-farm data is due, when high volatility news are released. They don't know how the crude oil inventory will affect the market on Wednesday, and which news they should watch. They know that ordinary traders do not bother to do those kind of works. Now that the market is populated, so to speak, by a lot of hedge funds, ordinary traders are advised to catch up with the hedge funds, so they can make a better decision. All right. The next index that we will analyze is the S&P 500, which represents the market itself, talking about the trading triangle. To avoid that the video is too long, I'll quickly move swiftly to the S&P 500, another index. All right. So here it is. It doesn't move very fast. Doesn't move very fast like Dow Jones. If you are trading Dow Jones, the tool that I recommend to traders that want to catch big moves is the Swing 240. When I was trading the Dow Jones index in the past, by the way, the Swing 240 is a free trading tool that we give to the TSTW24 traders. So if you purchase the TSTW24, we will give you for free the Swing 240 trading system. But you can also purchase it, but it's up to you. What I'm saying to traders is that the tool that I was using for the Dow Jones, because the Dow Jones move very fast, so I was having a lot of difficulties during that time as a new trader to catch the big move and to be in line with the momentum. So I was getting a lot of punishment, so to speak, losing a lot of money during that time. So I finally designed a Swing 240, which I originally built for the Dow Jones index. All right. Talking about the S&P 500, it doesn't move very fast. The volatility is not wild as we have seen for the Dow Jones. So you want to know the characteristic or the personality or the financial instrument that you are trading is more suitable for traders that are looking for a low volatility financial instrument, and if the market is served, so you can trade it blindly, which means you are looking at the S&P 500 and you can make decisions around key level easy. Another thing I would say to traders, if you are day trading for day traders must always have the pivot lines on their chart. So if you have been day trading, using TSTW24 or any other day trading tool, and you do not place on your chart the pivot line, I'm encouraging you from today to put on your chart the pivot line that will allow you to highlight short-term key levels. All right. The first key level, talking about how do the pro trade indices for the S&P 500, is at, I will round it to 1630. The exact level is at 1629.68. I will round it to 1630. So for next week, priority to bullish signal above 1630, a priority to bearish signal below 1630. But because the price now above, as you can see above the pink line, which is the short-term key level that we want to watch, we want to highlight also other key levels that are above it. We do not buy anyhow because the price is in the bullish zone. We want to buy when the price break above a resistance level and retest it and turn around. All right, that's how we buy. All right, or when the price pull back to the lower base of a rising channel. All right, we do not use, we will not, because now we're on the weekly chart, we will not enter the trade on the weekly chart. We will use a top-down trading system, the setup, the signal, and the entry point. That's how you trade. Sometimes trader will see a signal and they will take it. No, that's not the way it works. When you see a signal, go to a higher time frame, see the setup, is here a valid setup before the signal. A valid setup will create a viable signal. If you see a signal, for instance, and you take it and the signal has failed, most of the time it's because the setup was not valid. You want a valid setup first, and then where you're looking for a valid signal. Now it's up to you. You check whether the risk is too high. If the risk is too high, it's not suitable to your style, you may stay out. If it's nice, risk is not too high, risk is low, then you may decide to enter the trade. Always check the clock, the time of the day, and then check the economy news, Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, and Forex Factory. Very, very important. Slowly but gradually, trader will get there. If you are area wave trader, you are using the wave pattern. The wave pattern, you must also align the wave pattern with the market pattern, paying attention to the key levels. Do not forget, if you are using option, do your due diligence, check the stock that you are trading, and know exactly what is happening. For recently, there is some news I read today on Google Plus about Coca-Cola, the drink makers, all right? There are some news there. You can check on Google Finance, all right? But I don't want to talk about it now, all right? Okay, so priority to bullish signal above 1630, but we will use the trading idea part 1, the high, the low, and the median line of the week that has closed right here. All right, talking about how do the pro trade indices above the peak line, but trading idea part 1 around the high, the low, and the median line of the week that has closed. Talking about the future projection, long-term projection, greedy projection into the future. All right, the level trader must write down for long term is 1818, a beautiful number, 1818. All right. So this is about how do the pro trade indices. We have a look at the Dow Jones index, we have look at the Nasdaq 100 and also the S&P 500. I do not want the video to be too long. That's why I did not talk about the FTSE 100 or the Nikkei 225 or other major indices. I hope you have learned something from this video about how do the pro trade indices, and will make excellent decision from this point onwards. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW SYS 008 traders. Speak to you soon.